Wow, I am so excited to see Jermaine's story just come to life and be a blessing to everyone that hears his amazing journey. I am Dr. Yvonne Capehart, and I must say that listening to his story, going from pain to purpose, is so inspiring. And I know that if you have listened to this journey, you're going to be blessed by it as well. There are just a few things that I wanted to share with you as a result of his journey, as well as my own personal journey. I want to just encourage someone today and be a voice of healing to let you know that if you are struggling with some past trauma, some rejection, some bitterness, or even some mistakes that you have done in your life or in your past or even in your present, I want you to know today that your mistakes does not define your destiny. And I want to encourage you today that you're looking at someone who experienced a lot, even in my own personal journey and in my childhood. And I can honestly say that as a result of allowing God to heal me and just changing my environment, sometimes you have to change some people, you have to change some locations, and you also have to change your mindset. But I want you to also know today that your pain does not have to cancel out your purpose. And here's what I want you to do. I want you first today, if you are hurting or if you've experienced some traumatic pain, I want you to find someone that you can trust, share your heart with, reveal your pain to them. It is time now for you to no longer have to feel like you have to hide behind your pain or your shame. It is now time for you to say, I know that there is more in me. I know that there is greater in me. And I know that there is more of what I'm to do in this world. Let me tell you what I decided to do with my own pain. I decided to share my story of pain, even as, like Jermaine was saying, even in my own past and being suicidal. My journey as a minister did not start by just simply saying, I want to preach the gospel. It actually started as a result of being in pain. It started by sitting at a river and at the ocean and thinking that and trying to take my life. But as a result of that night and allowing God to speak to me and sharing with me, just sitting in that car by myself. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but let me tell you something. That night, my destiny was birthed in the midst of what my pain was trying to kill. And I wrote something down that I wanted to share with you. Some of you may be listening to me and you may be like I was, you may be like Jermaine was, and many, many others were. They were lost in their pain and buried in their shame. But I want you to know today, as a result of that night, and God began to encourage me that there was more to me. And there was more in my future that I would fulfill and that I would do other than the pain that I had experienced in my past. And I want you to also know, as I wrote this down to share with you for today, you can overcome your past without having to destroy the destiny of your future. You see, that was what my pain was telling me. No one loved me. No one cared about me. That what had happened to me was who I was, and that this pain and this trauma was literally going to stop me from being a phenomenal woman of God or just being a phenomenal woman, a phenomenal mother, a phenomenal gift, and just all that I do. And just as Jermaine is taking his pain and now telling his story so that other young men can rise up out of their ashes and become the kings that they are. I want you to know today, you're looking at a woman who rose up out of the ashes as well. So when Jermaine asked me to just share a part of words of encouragement in his journey, I was honored to do so, because I know what it is to cry yourself to sleep at night and to feel like you are not going to make it. But I also know what it feels like to stand strong even if you are in pain, and say, I'm better than this, and I will live and not die. I will overcome the pain that I am experiencing right now. And let me tell you, overcome, I did. Overcome, Jermaine did. And overcome as many, many others has. I want to challenge you today. If you're listening to me, if you just heard Jermaine's story, find yourself a group who is there, a group of people. I call them your healing partners. There are so many opportunities and organizations that are available today. You do not have to suffer alone. You do not have to suffer in shame. Find someone today and say, walk me from my healing, walk me from my hurt, rather, to my healing. And I promise you today, you will look back over your life and be so grateful that you made the choice to heal everything that your pain tried to kill. You go forth today. And I'm looking forward to hearing great, great stories. As Jermaine, who knows, you may be next telling your story on a public platform. Go for it.